Hi students, coming to the next topic, quantization noise. First of all, it is a noise. Simply, it is called as a wideband noise. So, for example, in music, suppose the music is continuously changing. So, when it is changing, some regularity is missing. Such errors, regularity is missing. Where a regularity is not found in error, such errors create a wideband noise is called quantization noise. Coming to the complete definition. Quantization noise, it is a type of quantization error which usually occurs in analog audio signal while quantizing it to digital. For example, in music, the signal keeps changing continuously where a regularity is not found in errors. Such errors create a wideband noise called quantization noise. So what is meant by quantization error? For any system during its functioning, there is always a difference in the values of its input and output. During its functioning, there is always a difference in the values of its input and output. The processing of the system results in an error, which is the difference of those values. So finally, it is concluded that the difference between an input value and its quantized value is called a quantization error. So the difference in between is simply it is called as the input value and quantizer value is called a quantization error. So let us discuss about what is meant by quantization. So previously we have seen quantization definition. So once again we are going to observe this quantization definition. The digitization of analog signals involves the rounding of the values. That means approximate values. Rounding of values means approximate values. Signals involves the rounding of the values which are approximately equal to the analog values. Here, approximately equal to the analog values. The method of sampling process chooses a few points on the analog signal, and then these points are joined to round off the values to a near stabilized value. Such a process is called a quantization. So I will explain with example graph. So let us see continuation. A simple example, let us see a small example. The following figure shows how an analog signal gets quantized. The blue line represents analog signal while the brown one represents the quantized signal. This blue line, this continuous analog signal represents, that means analog signal. This brown line represents quantized signal. So both sampling and quantization result in the loss of information. The quality of quantized output depends upon the number of quantization levels used. The discrete amplitudes of the quantized output are called as representation levels or reconstruction levels. The spacing between the two adjacent representation levels is called a quantum or step size. So what is meant by step size? Here simply it is called a, for example, the binary values are digitized in between these two. That means this is the spacing. That means 0 1 0 1 to 0 1 1 0. In between these two binary values, some space is there. That space is simply it is called as a step size. Step size is simply it is called as a delta. So here one more important point. Discrete amplitudes of the quantized output are called as a representation levels or reconstruction levels. So that means this one, amplitudes, individual amplitudes. This one, like this horizontal line which represents, which indicates either representation or reconstruction levels. Here in this graph, we are going to division with continuous division into discrete time. That means uniform discrete time 0.1, 0 to 0.1 in x-axis, and 0.1 to 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and so on like this. So coming to this one, y-axis, how many levels? That means how many quantization numbers are we are going to consider. That means if it is a 4 binary values. If it is a 4, 2 power 4 equal to 16. So that 16 possible quantization levels we are going to observe here. 4 zeros to 4 ones. For as per this graph, so the last final value is 1001. So coming to the next one here. So how we are going to convert it into analog signal into digital signal. Analog signal continues in both time and amplitude. Signal representation x of t continues with time. Sampling, that means continuous signal is converted into sampled data. Here, before sampling, both time and amplitude both are continuous. After sampling, here time is discrete and amplitude is continuous. Here see, the continuous in both time and amplitude before sampling, after sampling, discrete in time and continuous in amplitude. So the output signal of sampled x of k data, that sampled data is once again process quantized. After quantization, we are going to observe here discrete time, discrete amplitude signal. First one, both are continuous. Second one, time is discrete, amplitude is continuous. After quantization, both are time discrete, discrete time, discrete amplitude. But that means both are in discrete. So after applying, that means the quantizer output is processed through encoder. Again, it will give some digital signal. That means digital information in the form of binary. So let us see the small points about the quantization. Mapping the continuous range of values into a finite set of values. Continuous range of values into a finite set of values. Changing the finite precision to the finite precision. Infinite precision to the finite precision. Round off the samples to the nearest quantization levels. So here sampled input signal, and this one more 8 samples per second. Per second means we are going to discussing about that rate, that means sampling rate, signaling rate. So this is the continuous waveform, analog in nature, that means sampled, that means here the reference point 0 and next one 0.5, next one is the 1, same as it is minus 0.5 minus 1. So I will explain this graph in the next slide. Reference graph, this is the 0 reference point, this is represented by 0. So levels are represented 0.25 in y-axis, 0.50, 0.75, 1. Same as it is in negative direction, minus 0.25, minus 0.5, minus 0.75, minus 1.00. So here analog in nature signal, that means input signal. So from the input analog signal, we are going to find out the quantized graph, that means quantized output. So here it starts from 0, 0 reference line. Before going to quantization, just observe the how many binary values and how many quantized bits we are using. Here the quantized bits of this one 4 bits, that means quantized bits are 2 bits. 2 bits means levels of this quantizer output means 2 power, that means 2 power 2, 2 power n, where n is equal to 2, that means 2 power to 4 levels. So here initially from bottom, this is the negative reference line, that means minus 1, that means maximum value negative side and positive maximum value, this is the 1. Here 0 0 initially 0 1 and this one 1 0 and 1 1, because here 2 bits is there, 2 power 2 is equal to 4 possible outputs are there in binary sequence. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So here the graph starts from this position. The initially, if it is a reference point 0, again quantizer outputs also we are going to find out same position. So coming to this one, so where this curve is touched with these horizontal lines, so identify here. Here for example, this continuous signal, first of all it is divided into equal time signals, equal time discrete levels, that means this position to this position, equal this position to this position, and this position to and this position, this position to this position, this position to this position. That means this is the equal time intervals. So for this position, the graph is, suppose if you draw the vertical line, this vertical line, this touched with this point, that means 0.75 roughly, and this position to this position, equal time interval, this point is touched with this position graph, and second, this point to this position, this graph is touched with this analog signal. So if you draw the vertical lines like this, these are the points we are going to identify from the input analog signal. So roughly you can set this point, the same quantized value also this one, that means the value of binary value equal to 1 0. So coming to this one, the next timing signal, discrete signal, here this value is quantized to nearest value, that means 0.75 nearest value is considered as this value. Next one, this value is converted into quantized value, this point, and next time discrete point, this point to this point conversion. Next one, equal distance of the time x-axis, this point is the quantizer to this point, same this point, that means 1 0, the binary sequence is 1 0. Next one, same equal distance in negative side also, like this. So this quantizer point, this level, sorry, this point is converted into quantizer to this one, and this point same as to quantizer to same position, and this point is quantized to this position. So this quantizer points, output levels and step sizes, we are going to represent it in one tabular form. Here see, let us take above example. 2 bits mean 4 levels of quantization. That means 2 bits quantization levels 0 0 to 1 1. Next one, how to find out the levels. So how to find out the levels means, here how many levels are possible generally. That means n equal to, that means the levels equal to L is equal to 2 power 2. So that total 2 bits are there, 2 power 2 equal to 4 levels. Next, coming to the quantized step size. Quantized step size is represented as a delta. From this graph, we are going to observe this is the delta. That means this is the step size. So quantized step size delta is given by x maximum minus x minimum by 2 power n. So what is meant by x max, what is meant by x minimum means, here the maximum positive peak signal distance, that means here negative peak point, positive peak point to negative peak, that is the positive analog signal peak point voltage and negative peak point voltage. That means x maximum point is this point and x minimum point is this one. Here x max minus x minimum by 2 power n. Coming to this small calculation, maximum signal level is, from the graph, this is the 1, because the horizontal line which indicates 1.00. So next one, the minimum signal level equal to -1. That means minimum voltage level from the this small analog signal from this graph here -1 by 2 power n, where n is equal to 2 bits. So that representation, substitute these values in the delta form. Delta formula, x maximum equal to 1 minus x minus min minus x means -1 by 2 power 2, where n is equal to 2, so that equal to 0.5. That means the step size equal to 0.5, so that here 0 and 0.5. So this represents, this 0.5 is the distance, that means that this is equal to step size. So coming to this representation in tabular form, sampled value xq, quantized value x, binary value, and next row and fourth row is quantizer error, EQ. Quantizer error, E means error, Q means quantizer error, Q is the suffix. So here sampled value, initially where the analog signal is interconnected, that means reference line, this quantizer signal is where it is interconnected, and that means how we are going to quantize this levels with analog input, so that this is initially starts with 0, so that 0 again its reference points and quantizer output level is also 0, so that here sampled value is 0, quantizer value is also 0. Coming to the next one, the next quantizer equal distance, timing distance, that means from this position to this position the vertical line is intersects this position, that means 0.75, roughly you can consider as a 0.707. So what is the quantizer value? Quantizer value, nearest value, that means nearest level 0.5. so this is the quantizer output for this point, so that 0.707, this is 0.5. Coming to the third one, this is the level 1 is converted into quantizer, same as it is 1 point also 0.5, so 1 is also 0.5. So coming to this one, again 0.707, this one, that is same as it is 0.5, so 0.5. Next one, 0, again it is quantizer output is equal to 0 position. This is 0, again output is also 0. Next one, this value is goes to this position, that means 0, that means minus 707, 0.707 is quantized to this value 0.50 amplitude. So quantizer value is 0.707, same as it is minus 0.5, minus 0.5. So next minus 1. So here minus 1, the value is also same horizontal amplitude, horizontal line, that means amplitude is minus 1. So that minus 1, the quantizer value is minus 1. Next one, this 0.707 value, again quantizer output is 0.5. So 0.707 output value is 0.5. So coming to this one, next row, binary value. So quantizer value equal to 0. What is the binary value? Binary value from this graph, 0 value. So the reference point, the levels of the binary sequence previously, which indicates 10. 10 is the output, so that here 0 sample value, quantizer value is 0, output equal to 0. So coming to this one, quantizer value 0.5. So where the binary value, that means output of the quantizer level. So here 0.5. So this position, this discrete timing point of this 0.707 value is converted into quantizer level is this one. This quantizer level binary sequence is 1 1, so that 0.5 binary sequence is 1 1, same as it is this value, same 0.5, that means 1 1 1 1. So here 1 1 and 1 1. Coming to this one, 0 0, means 0 0 0 0, the quantizer output is 1 0 1 0. So next 0.5 minus 0.5 for 0.707 sampled value, and 0.7 value, sampled value is 0 1. So this is a 0 1. Minus 1, quantizer value minus 1, sample value is minus 1. Quantizer value minus 1 and sample value is minus 1. The output value equal to quantizer binary sequence is 0 0. This one again G minus 0.5. So minus 0.5 means this one. The quantizer output is again 0 1. So this one. So from this above values, sample value, quantizer value, binary value, we are going to find out the quantizer error. The equation of the quantizer error is xq minus x. So xq minus x means this is the xq, this is the x. So subtract these two values, 0 minus 0, quantizer error 0, and 0.707 minus 0.5, that means 0.207. 1 minus 0.5, 0.707 minus 0.5. 0.707 minus 0.5, 0.207, 0 minus 0, 0, 0 minus 0.707 minus 0.05, that means minus 207, same as it is. That means the distance in between these values. So here the quantized error means which is taken from the xq minus x. So this is the way we are going to find out the quantization error. Next, types of quantization. There are two types of quantization: uniform quantization, non-uniform quantization. The uniform quantization is simply, it is called uniform spaced. The quantization levels are uniform spaced. In non-uniform, so unequal spaced. Uniformly spaced, non-uniform quantization, unequal spaces. So here the type of quantization in which the quantization levels are uniformly spaced is termed as a uniform quantization. The type of quantization in which the quantization levels are unequal and mostly the relation between them is logarithmic is termed as a non-uniform quantization. There are two types of uniform quantization. They are mid-rise type and mid-thread type. The following figures represent the two types of uniform quantization. So coming to this one, mid-rise. This is a graph which indicates mid-rise uniform quantization. So here the simply it is meaning mid-rise is the origin lies in middle of the rising part. This is the origin. So origin lies in the middle of the rising part. The middle of the rising part. This origin, this position, middle of the rising part. In the mid-thread means, that means origin lies the middle of the thread of the staircase. So this one, this position, this horizontal wave, that means origin lies middle of the thread, middle of the thread, that means this position. Here it is lies in middle of the rising part. This is the middle of the thread. So this is the mid-thread type of uniform quantization. This is the mid-rise type of uniform quantization. Next one, signaling rate in PCM. So previously we have seen, that means the number of levels equal to q equal to 2 power v, where v is the quantizer. Let the quantizer use v number of binary digits. So for example, if it is a 2, that means 2 power 2 equal to total levels of the quantization equal to 4. If it is v equal to 3, the total level of the quantizer is 2 power 3 equal to 8. If it is a 4, 2 power 4, 16 possible. 16 levels are possible, quantizer levels are possible. Number of binary digits to represents each level. Then the number of levels that can be represented by v digits will be q equal to 2 power v. The number of bits per second is given by number of bits per second equal to number of bits per samples. Number of bits per second is represented as a signaling rate. Number of bits per samples into number of samples per second. So where which indicates v, number of bits per samples, which indicates v. That means how many numbers we are going to consider to generation of the binary sequence, either 2, 3, 4, like this. So where v is bits per sample, fs, samples per second. So finally we are going to find out signaling rate. The number of bits per second is also signaling rate of PCM and it is denoted by R. Signaling rate R equal to VFS. So where Fs greater than or equal to Fm. So let us see a small example. If the number of binary bits equal to 3 and the sampling rate is 2 samples per second, find the signaling rate. Signaling rate is defined as the VFS and number of quantization levels. Number of quantization levels q. So from the given information, bits, binary bits equal to, that indicates v equal to 3 and sampling rate 2 samples per second. So find out the first one, signaling rate R equal to VFS is the formula. So v means 3 and fs equal to 2, 6 bits per second signaling rate. So coming to this number of quantization, q equal to 2 power v, where v is equal to 3, so the 2 power 3 equal to 8 levels. So next continuation, calculate the quantization noise. How we are going to find out the quantization noise? First of all, definition. Previously we have seen this definition in starting section. It is type of quantization error which usually occurs in analog audio signal while quantizing to digital. While we are going to quantizing into digital, that time the generation of error is possible. So for example, in music, the signals keep changing continuously, where a regularity is not found in errors. Such errors create a wideband noise called a quantization noise. How we are going to see? Let us see the quantization noise in PCM system. Errors are introduced in the signal because of the quantization process. This error is called quantization error. We define the quantization error as epsilon equal to xq nts minus x of nts. Let as input signal x of nts have the amplitude of the range of x maximum to minus x maximum. The total amplitude range is given by x maximum minus of x maximum to x maximum, 2x suffix max. So previously, yes, this one, like this, x maximum minus x minimum, same as it is here. The total amplitude, because the graph amplitude, this one, x maximum to x minimum, so that this is the total amplitude, minus 1 to 1. Next one, if the amplitude range is divided into q levels of quantizer, then step size delta. So where delta indicates 2x max by q. If the minimum and maximum values are equal to 1 from the above graph, so that it is equal to 1, x maximum equal to 1 minus x maximum equal to minus 1. Then the equation 6, this one, 6 becomes like this, delta equal to 2 by q. Next, coming to this one, if delta is small, it can be assumed that the quantization error is uniformly distributed. The quantization noise is uniformly distributed in the interval of minus delta by 2 to delta by 2. The figure 5 shows the uniform distribution of quantization noise like this, minus delta by 2 to delta by 2. In y-axis, epsilon of epsilon. That means power density function of this y-axis indicates power density function uniformly distributed like this. That means constant. Because the noise is distributed uniformly here, this one, delta is small, it can be assumed that the quantization error is uniformly distributed. So that uniformly distributed, that means it is indicated constant level from minus delta by 2 to delta by 2, positive delta by 2. So the uniform distribution of quantization error. The noise power is given by, here noise power equal to V square by R. V indicates that means noise. V noise square by R. So let us see what is meant by V square noise. It is the mean square value of noise voltage. Since noise is defined by random variable epsilon and a probability density function f epsilon of epsilon, it is mean square value is given by V square noise equal to integral of minus delta by 2 to delta by 2, epsilon square f of epsilon and integral d epsilon. So substitute the value of f epsilon of epsilon equal to 1 by delta. This is a uniform distributed constant amplitude 1 by delta. So next, coming to this equation, V square noise equal to integral of minus delta by 2 to delta by 2, epsilon square 1 by delta into d epsilon. So after integral, applying the limits, the equation becomes like this, 1 by 3 delta of delta whole to the power of 3 to by 8 plus delta by 3 whole to the power of 3 to 8, delta square by 12 if consider R is equal to 1, because here V square noise by R, so that if it is R equal to 1, the equation becomes like this, delta square by 12 or else. So here simplification like this, 1 by delta E square 3 by 3. So after applying the limits like this, 1 by delta by 2 whole to the power of 3 by 3 minus delta by 2 by 3 whole to the power of 3. So this one, 1 by delta whole to the power of 3 whole to the power of 3 by 24 minus delta to the power of 3 by 24 equal to delta square by 12. So this is the quantization noise power. Finally we are going to rounding this box, that means del square by 12. Signal to quantization ratio in PCM. The signal to quantization noise ratio is given as signal to noise ratio normalize the signal power to normalize the noise power. So normalize the signal power by normalize noise power, this one, del square by 12. So substitute this value, del square by 12. The number of quantization level quantization value is equal to quantization value is equal to Q equal to 2 power V, where V indicates the binary values. So putting this value in equation 3, we get del equal to 2x maximum by 2 power V. Substituting this value in equation 12, we get signal to noise ratio normalized signal power by 2x max 2 power V whole square into 1 by 12. Let the normalized signal power is equal to P, then the signal to quantization noise will be given by signal to noise ratio 3P into 2 power 2V by x square max. This is the final equation. So this is we are going to find out the signal, that means quantization noise and also signal to quantization noise ratio in PCM. Thank you.